D&D session. I will be your dungeon master. That being said, last time we were here, Adam, tell us what happened.
Oh boy. We continued our fight in the creepy house, and after Hadwin went down, we managed to take out the 3 entities that were still remaining downstairs, and proceeded to, I think, Holly, you ran upstairs to check on whatever the hell that dude was upstairs that you saw with your sonar goggles, and then you found a cultist up there finishing some kind of magic circle, or and then we saw him disappear through the floor, and I found a bunch of cursed items, and then we found some information about Pazuzu, the demon lord that the cultist was, I guess, worshipping in the house, and decided to take what we could and head back to town. And I think we stopped and talked with the guards at the gate, and I don't think they personally knew anything about Pazuzu, and I forget where they directed us to go. But I think then we kind of did a bit of our own separate things in town, and I think that's kind of where we're at.
Yep. So, Brazil, that's enough. Sit, please. Thank you. It is you guys had gone to bed, actually. That was where.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
You guys had leveled up. It is now the next morning. If I remember correctly, Dove, you stayed in the carriage with Espador. Not even gonna ask. Polly, you.
I stayed in the room and closed out all my tents and everything. And
Swage did the same, and
the arm wrestling thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Too.
And I believe you.
I got in the carriage too and passed out on the floor.
That's right. And actually, you had woken up the next morning and.
Cass and I went and took a bath.
Right. So, you guys are still in the bathhouse. After you guys get done, you're more than welcome to roll your D12.
Actually,
we all took a bath right.
Yeah,
before.
I rolled mine the last time.
Yeah, because I still have 5 10 points. So I believe I rolled as well.
Yeah, I did too. I only got. We don't re-roll ones on temporary hit points, right? Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, what would you guys like to do? Brand new day.
So I think I put in the RP chat the 2 main things that Swage wanted to do was picking up the fancy outfit and the full plate from.
Yeah, actually, I think you did that. Yeah, we talked about that before.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it, and then I just kind of fleshed it out in the RP.
Yep.
So.
No problem.
So Swage is probably just marching through town proudly in his new clothes. Probably
Emperor's new clothes.
Yeah. Heading back towards the Vargas, probably looking for the friends.
The white pineapple.
Yeah. I got that one specifically because I heard you guys talking about it.
It's so good.
It's very good.
I like this one and the strawberry one. That one's really good too. Alright. So, Swage?
Distracted by that one.
Is there anything you wanted to do?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Like while you're walking back?
Yeah, I guess I was going to try to find like a jeweler in town. I don't know if I have the sack of jewels. It's probably in the party loot. But his intention is to find that sack of jewels and take it to some kind of jeweler maybe, or potentially looking at first. The main thing he's looking for is a diamond or any sort of diamonds for purposes of Revivify.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll me a perception check to see if you can find a shop that would have it. I would say you probably would have told everyone before you went to go get your clothes that you would want the gems.
Yeah. 26.
26. Yeah, it doesn't take you long after leaving the last shop where you got your fancy new clothes. They're not so fancy that you look like royalty or anything like that, but you do look a lot different actually. More dignified. It slims down in the waist area. The legs are almost maybe a little too tight. You think as it kind of shows a lot of muscle and definition on your legs as it's really tight, like tight tights, spandex style.
Oh, spandex.
You get up to the top. You have a nice vest that kind of sits over a very nice shirt. Almost little plumage in the front. I would say it's probably red.
If you're talking about the fancy clothes, I did like a Hero Forge thing in the in the RP chat.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see the Hero Forge.
It's very flaunty, and he's probably not wearing that like through town. He's probably wearing the armor that the red plate armor that he had Flame Tongue repair for.
I figured you'd be wearing your new fancy clothes.
Oh, not around town. That's gonna be a special occasion thing.
It is a special occasion. But anyways, yeah, it doesn't take you long, probably about 10 to 15 minutes to find a shop that sells gems. It's got a couple of rocks, some very interesting stones hanging from what looks to be like threads, like on the window, and you can see lights shimmering off of it as the sun hits it.
Okay, so I'll walk in up to the counter. Is anybody at the counter?
Yeah, there is a very elderly-looking man. As you get closer, you notice that he is human. Long gray hair. It probably goes down to probably like right here. As you come in, he sits there and kind of like lifts his eyes. You can kind of see they're a little droopy, maybe a little bloodshot, as he looks at you and he's like, "Hey man, what's up?"
Pardon me, Father. I see you're open for business today.
I mean, that's what the sign says.
Well, I don't read so good.
That's okay. I get you. Well, you got a pretty cool vibe, man. Like, it's hot, but it's like controlled.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You have a very relaxed vibe. You make me feel comfortable.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
I think we all should just like, go with the flow, man.
That's what I'm always saying.
Yeah. It's like surfing.
Surfing? What is this?
Yeah, you've never done it?
Nope.
Oh, dude. It's like epic. You sit there and you get on this nice little wave and you just like ride it.
I'll have to try this sometime.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a body of water big enough to try that yet.
What? You're not that far.
How far?
From where you guys are?
Sure.
There's a lake not that far. It's like literally...
Do some lake surfing?
Yeah. I mean, it feeds off the mountain.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a big lake. It's like you guys are gonna pass part of it and going to the next town.
Find many of these jewels when you're out surfing?
I mean, you can. Yeah, if you go deep enough in the water, but it gets colder the further down you go.
Yeah, not really one for the cold.
Yeah, most of the time people bring in their stones they find on the mountain.
I don't swim so well. I don't know if I would come back up.
I mean, you can swim on the mountain too, but it's kind of powdery.
Although I just learned the spell just this morning that I could maybe walk on the water, so maybe I don't have to be scared of water anymore.
That's like some holy stuff, man.
Right.
Yeah. Can you make like food and water?
Not today, but I think I can
guy who
manage
could do
that.
that. He fed a whole village.
I don't think it would taste very good, but I could make volume
Volume?
enough to feed
Like
a dozen, enough to feed a dozen, maybe 30 people.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah. So what do you got for me today? What you
Well,
got
I mean,
going
what are
on
you
today?
trying to do, man? Like, I got some of these like gems that like can help you like center yourself. I got some that like give you strength. I got some that like make you feel good. You know.
Oh, you have gems with magical properties?
I mean, they're magical in the sense that if you believe it's magic. Like,
Okay. I want to plop a sack of jewels up on the counter.
whoa, dude! Like, this is a treasure trove. Oh, some of these are pretty.
I would like to get these appraised if that's something that you do here.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, that's a lot though. It's gonna take me a little bit to go through and like, you know, put them into the thing and tell you like the quality and grade. But yeah, I can totally do that for you.
How long do you think?
You want them all done or just like a couple?
What does your gut feel from just looking at the whole pile?
I mean, you got
Give me a
some that
ballpark.
you got some that are just crap, man. I mean,
Yeah,
like I'm gonna be honest with you, they're not worth me going in and trying to do like a detailed like.
You got store credit.
appraisal. But what I can do is I can tell you, you probably got about 10 or 15 that look like some real money. So with that, I would say just do those ones, and the other ones just take, you know, standard market value. You know, sometimes you compound and interest is going to be kind of low, but you know, it's totally chill, bro.
And it's gone.
I'm gonna scoop it all back into the bag, and I'm gonna. Is there like a bench or something I can go sit down and just like dig, looking for a diamond, looking to see if there's any diamonds in it?
Oh, in the bag that you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't have any diamonds.
Oh.
I already know that
Okay.
because you already asked.
Yeah, I think we
Arias?
did. I think
Yeah.
we did when we found the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you see, he's got a counter full of different types of gems. Everything ranging from quartz all the way up to some very nice sapphires. Probably, he's got a couple that are probably about yay size. He does have a few that are a little bit bigger.
Does he have diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm probably gonna go. What time of the day is it right now? It's probably
Still morning.
morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try to find the rest of the party before I make any deals. And I'm gonna bow out on my way out and say, what was your name again?
Oh, mine?
I don't think I caught it.
Yeah, it's called Chill.
Chill.
Chill, man.
Chill man.
Chill, man.
Okay. I'm Swage man.
Swage, man. Dude, that's, yeah. It's dope.
What time are you open until today?
Man, we're open until, like, the sun sets, bro.
And then surfing after that?
No, after that, sleeping. I don't get to surf that much right now because I got the shop.
Fair enough.
But during the summertime, we close the shop down and hit the waves.
How close are we to summertime?
Right now, see, snow just melted not that long ago, so I would say like 2 or 3 weeks.
It's pretty soon. I
Yeah.
don't know what the week is, but I'll take your word for it. I'll be back in.
Well, it's a
in
number
the,
of days.
How many days?
Let's see. If I was gonna count them, I'd probably say like
Time is a construct, man.
27, man.
27 days in a week?
No, 27 days total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be back later today. I'm gonna go find my friends first.
Oh yeah,
Just
man.
not
that's
not
cool.
just my stuff.
More
Other-
the merrier. I like it. Yeah.
Set aside maybe some of those diamonds for me later.
Oh, some diamonds. Oh, you must want some clarity. Cool, man. I like totally dig it.
Okay, chill, man. I'll be back.
All right, Swage man. See ya.
Okay, I'm gonna head back towards the Vargas.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure to put the jewelry bag like somewhere where it's not openly visible, just like toting it out in the street.
I have a bunch of jewels and I just came out of a jewelry shop. All right. Kaz?
I wanted to take the blueprints and the plans that we found in the house to like the guard house or some guard or something.
Okay.
Drop them off.
All right. Exactly.
It's a sci-fi game now.
It takes you about 15-20 minutes to get back up to the guard shack that's out there. As you do, you see a very imposing Goliath standing there as he's barking orders at men to pick up bags and move stuff around. It looks like they just got a shipment of stores at the shack, as he does. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna pull those blueprints and the plans out, and I'll tell them like, hey, last night we reported the bodies of some dead people. Also found these plans in the house. Looks like somebody's planning.
Excuse me. Is that any way to talk to me, soldier? I don't think you understand the predicament that you're in right now. All right, you're in my house. Now, let's start this over. What is your name?
I'm just gonna drop the papers on the ground and like walk away now.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna keep walking.
Boy, I swear to God, if I gotta come over there, turn around, talk to me like a man.
I'm gonna turn all the way around, 360 degrees, and keep walking.
You know what? You're not worth it. He turns around and continues barking orders.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to give him those papers. Kaz doesn't have time for that foolishness.
All right, Holly.
I was so ready for some Full Metal Jacket quotes to start occurring.
Get back here, maggot.
I was ready for you to see if he had stuck the golf ball through a garden hose or something.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
No, I was pretty much ready to rock and roll out of town, so I closed up about everything I needed.
Well, you're in the inn still, so
Yeah.
is there any place you wanted to go, or?
Other than just making sure all arrangements are ready to leave, because I assumed that's what we were doing today.
Good. Tough.
So I finished the bath. I'm gonna go into the tavern, ask for some breakfast to go.
Okay.
And then I just want to hang outside by the carriage and look through my Genomathon.
Okay. While you are looking through and peckishly eating your food, Espador, well, so, are we ready for our first lesson?
Close it, be like, yes!
Excellent. All right. So, I have a couple of books for you. I know it's going to be a little difficult, but pronunciation is going to be the key to everything. All right. Sometimes we may say the same type of words, but it's the way we say it in inflection in our voice that is going to determine exactly what we say. Is that understandable?
Understood.
Perfect. All right. And so he opens up a couple of books and he starts talking to you, showing you the grammatical type of stuff that they do. And as you're listening to it, it's almost as if it's like interweaving into your brain and sticking. More so than learning anything else has ever been. It's kind of creepy, but at the same time, kind of cool that you're able to just absorb this knowledge.
Sit up straight and listen more.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Good thing I got that high charisma score.
Oh yeah.
14.
14. That's actually not bad.
I have 16.
For learning a brand new language, you are able to actually remember and say some things.
Sweet.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this.
Could I say that's because of some of the other languages I know? And like, that's why I rolled a 14 or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know Elvish, Dwarvish, and Sylvan in common.
Yeah. You know a couple languages. So, yeah, you're not you're like totally...
You're not a noob.
Yeah. Let's see.
So this is devil.
Yes,
Yep.
this is devil.
So it's like a slang of infernal.
Yeah. Ooh, let's do that. You are able to recite a devil poem.
Cool.
It is called the Door of Voicing Choice.
The door of voicing choice.
Choice. And of course, it sounds like gibberish when speaking it because it's kind of like that abysmal but yet more whimsical type of tone. It's almost like a cross between abysmal and fey. Like, it's kind of what devil sounds like. So the poem is, with my footsteps only hearing the creaking floorboards with a sinister aura, a cold gold handle, my flashing vision, with a flesh-peering hand whispering with lips flapping, loud as a blue. But quiet.
Got that word wrong. That's not the
but
word.
Quiet as a falling paper brings two decisions through this door, quite menacing. But my gutted entrails will see the rest more. Open your eyes, choosing the door, becomes distressed among others. It says, with a hellish tone, dropping myself like a foam of venom, as then my eyes flicker, dark corners in the eyes, with slow creak, I enter dark, relieved gut pain.
Cool. Can I ask Espador if he could teach me some simple phrases to say hello to Waffles?
Sure.
Like, I would like to politely ask her to join me.
So, let's do light.
I like polite.
I understand you like polite, but it's more polite to tell a devil to follow you or you're going to kill them.
But I don't want to kill them.
They don't need to know that.
Can't they tell?
I mean, you gotta have to sell.
I'm not very imposing.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
Gnash my teeth.
6 foot tall, razor sharp teeth,
Tara
and
over here is
claws.
not imposing.
As she tries to smile and it looks like I'm gonna kill you.
The fangs all over
Like the
the
third-
place.
Like a night of Freddy's.
Children.
Salivating a little bit.
Like the third tallest in the group.
Oh yes, dear. You're quite alright. That's perfect. That would scare the pants off any kid.
So I just have to be forceful when I speak to her.
Yes. Exactly.
So you told me that her name most likely isn't Waffles.
That's probably true.
How do I find out what her name is?
You can ask her.
Okay, will you teach me a phrase?
Yes.
Okay.
What is your name, devil? And that's what he teaches you.
Okay.
Sounds like skadoosh.
And how would I say listen?
He teaches you how to say
Okay.
listen.
So I can ask ask her what her name is, or maybe Waffles is even a girl. Who knows? They'll tell me what their name is, then I'll say, listen, name. But then I can say things in common, because she understands common. But eventually I'd like to say everything. Google brought up pancake recipes on my phone.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
that's exactly how I imagine seeing Dove. Smiling.
Let's do a small one.
That is exactly how I see that. Alright. So, it's probably a good 2 hours of talking. By the time you see Swage kind of start walking back up to the hotel.
Is this pizza with cheese in the crust?
Uh-huh.
Fancy. So fancy.
Dad always gets the fancy pizza. And yes, Dad, I am talking trash about the pizza.
So I'm coming back to the Vargas.
Yep.
Are you inside the carriage, Dove, or are you guys outside the carriage?
They're outside. Yeah.
Okay. So
Enjoying the day. Learning languages.
probably walking up and hearing you trying to spout Abyssal or
It's like
Infernal
popping up a hairball or something.
Get a little worried. What happened in that house last night? Dove, I found a jeweler. I don't know what to do there. I need to find diamonds, but I have this bag of jewels and I'm kind of scared. I don't know anything about money.
I'm just
I need
like,
an adult.
I'm the shinies. I'm like, I'd like to go look at the shinies.
I need an adult.
I'll come.
Where's everybody else?
You're gonna regret this. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone. I think.
You're still at the Vargas, right?
I'm just kind of sitting
Dad?
waiting.
Yeah, like.
you saw Holly. when
Okay,
you
so
did
Holly's
breakfast.
inside. Holly's just gonna go deliver some.
I would have probably
Yes.
already. If it's been like 2 hours, I would have already. Like,
Okay, they're inside.
Maybe we should all go. I don't know how long it's going to take. This guy really seems lazy. He said it would take him some time to appraise everything.
You should
Really,
all
I just
go.
want to trade this whole bag for diamonds. Whatever I can get for this in diamonds. As long as that's okay with everybody else.
I might be able to make that happen.
That's probably a better idea than me doing it. Let's go.
I don't know if everyone's going there though.
I'm going there.
I'm gonna go. You guys want to come?
I'll go. I can stay outside if I need to. I don't.
I want to see the
I don't
shinies.
think that's how that works.
So,
I'll lead him back.
Holly's leading the way, I assume.
Well, he probably doesn't know where the place is at, but I'll lead him there.
Not that place. I can't do it there.
Oh,
I'm
I see
talking
what
about
you
the
mean.
diamond. Because he only had up the sapphires, didn't he?
No, the guy had diamonds.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he did have diamonds.
No, then I'll go deal with him.
You don't want to go deal with the other guy?
Not if I don't have to. That and he won't be able to follow me on that one.
Okay, I will introduce you to Chill. Chill man. Old man.
Chill man?
He's an old chill man.
Is he an old man or a chill man?
His name is Chill. He's
Man.
old.
I thought it was chill man.
He's a man whose name is Chill.
Okay.
He's the man of chill. Alright, as you guys come into the shop, you guys can see that there's a bunch of like gems and stuff like that on display. You can see there's a bunch of like geodes cracked open on the counters as well. He does have a lot of stuff that's in glass cases, ranging from about ring size all the way up to pendant or bigger size. As you come in, you see he's kind of just sitting there in his thing. Oh, Swage man.
Chill man, this guy.
Hey.
You must be chill man.
Yeah, and you are
Holly.
Holly. What?
No man.
No man. I like it. It's totally chill.
No, you're chill.
Exactly.
This is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
So, what can I do for you?
I hand Holly the bag of
What is it that you actually need? I feel like we would have discussed this on the way here.
Yeah, 300 gold worth of diamonds for every use of Revivify, so as many as we can get trading this bag
Do we
in.
have anything else that needs any kind of...
We have some other jewels actually. If you have that list.
What, the party loot?
Yeah. Because there was a bag of jewelry and then.
Oh yeah, we had like some sword gems that I pulled out in Poseidon.
And then there's like a sapphire. And then the sword gems and then that smoky quartz.
Yeah. I haven't really looked too deep at other spells to see if they have pricey components, but I know we have access to Revivify now.
So we have the quartz, the sword gems, a sack of jewelry, and then the sapphire.
Yeah.
So, Holly, no man.
I suppose this will suffice. My friend here is interested in getting some diamonds.
Yeah, he totally told me that. I told him, I said, we got some. Like, what size are you looking at? Like, what clarity? You know, maybe a rating?
I don't know any of this. That's why I need an adult. You're pretty old, right?
Whoa,
Yes.
bro, like...
I don't know how old I am.
I think compared to the party, I'm about 3 times older than everyone else. And I'm a young dwarf.
I mean, we respect our elders around here, man.
Only nothing but respect.
Exactly.
So we're looking for them in the around the 300 gold range.
300 gold range?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got at least one up here. He's just there and he opens up the case from the backside. And he pulls out a pretty nice sized diamond and puts it on the table. It's probably, I'd probably say, not that big. Yeah, probably say it's about yay big. As he pulls it out. I mean, that's that one. I might have some more in the back if you want me to go check.
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause we're looking to trade what we have for as many as we can get.
Well, I mean, that's what I asked him, if he wanted me to appraise all of them, or he just wanted me to appraise, like, the 10 or 12 that I saw when he kind of dumped half the bag out.
I'm going to go ahead and grab the big sapphire out, and I'll be like, this should equal out to almost 2.
And he sits there and he's like, man.
Yes.
He takes it and he kind of, like, flips it in the air for a second, and you see the light hit it, and he catches it, and he takes out of his pocket this little itty bitty little, like, magnifying glass, and he takes it and he starts kind of, like, looking at it, spinning it, holds it up to the light again. I mean, it's not the best quality I've seen, but it's, you know, at least a B. Size-wise, yeah, I mean, I would probably be okay with doing a fair tradesies, but that, you know, that's up to you guys.
Fair tradesies for what? 2 for 1?
Nah, like, the diamond for this sapphire.
It's a big sapphire.
Yeah, diamonds are a little bit more expensive, bro. You can do a lot with a diamond.
I'm well aware.
I mean, besides, like, cleansing and clarifying your mind.
Well, how much are you going to sell me, or how much would you buy that sapphire for?
How much would I buy it for? I'd probably buy it for about $250. That's giving you a deal.
Would Holly know anything about the actual value of the gemstone?
How would Holly know?
Just dwarven
Just
No.
because you're a dwarf, if it was stone, I would have no questions for you.
It is technically a stone.
It's a mineral. Yes, I will give you that. But I'm talking about like, have you ever done any like jewelry work or, stuff like that in your past?
Nope.
How about any jewelry heisting or thieving or anything like that?
Anything that I would have found just throughout roguish travels.
So nothing like a specific job or
No.
would have, yeah, probably not. I mean, you can try and roll, but I'd say you'd be rolling at disadvantage.
What would I be rolling at on that? I mean,
If I had to pick a stat, it would be intelligence. It would just be a straight intelligence roll. Because you don't have any experience, so it wouldn't correlate to a job or a skill.
I mean, I'll see if I know anything.
Mhm.
You said at disadvantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Too bad that was at disadvantage.
One was a 20.
No, it was like a 17.
Oh.
So that's gonna be an 11. Still not terrible.
You know basic stuff about some jewels. You've been around. You've fenced some stuff. You've swiped enough to kind of appreciate the shimmering shininess that goes with diamonds.
It's a big shiny.
Mm-hmm. And as you're kind of thinking it over, and you're looking at the gems, it does seem like a pretty fair trade. He seems like he's pretty much on the up and up when it comes to
Third timer for
Actually,
5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes.
giving you the estimated value of the gem. Seemed about right.
And then the whole bag of jewelry, is it just like trash, basically? Or
No, he didn't say that.
okay.
I think you said there was like a dozen or so that were maybe worth
Some money.
some money.
And the rest would just be fair market value. Anywhere from 50 to 100 gold, whereas those bigger ones that you have would probably be a couple hundred.
How many more diamonds do you have in the back?
I'd have to go back and look, but probably got a few more.
Could you check for me, Chill?
Yeah, man. I can do that. You mind watching the front? If anyone comes in, just tell them I'll be back out here. Alright, and you guys don't be walking away with my stuff, man, okay? Turns around and he walks away.
I'll pull up a tough warrior posture and my full plate and just stand by the door.
He goes in the back. He's gone for a little bit. Not like super long, but just enough to be like, is he coming back? Like, did he go take a shit? You know? When he comes back, and he's got like a little box.
Are his eyes more bloodshot?
Then I got
Is he
high.
coughing?
Then I got high. Then I got high. I was gonna go to work. And I got high. So he sits there and he comes back, and he's got this little box. It's probably about yay long, so about 4 inches. Probably by another 4 inches, so it's a 4x4 box. It comes back with. And he sits it down on the counter, and he opens it up, and there's 4 more.
Roughly the same size as the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, the cuts are a little different. They don't look all the same. One of them looks like something that would be like inside of a brooch, pendant-wise. Another one looks like it was made for like a circular piece. Another one actually looks like a sphere. It's a diamond. And then the last one looks like a teardrop.
So knowing now what the requirements for the material components of the spell are, would Assuage have an idea of if each one of those would be sufficient for like a single cast of Revivify at 300 gold?
What does the spell exactly say?
Diamond worth.
Diamond worth 300 gold that gets that gets used.
Does it say consumed?
Yeah. 300 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Yeah, those would suffice.
So we're talking about 5 total.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we need 5.
I think we need at least 2.
I mean, do you guys want to like pick them up, look at them, and see which one kind of like fits with you?
Which one fits with you?
Yeah, man.
Probably
Like
just
you never know. Like I saw this one dude who picked up this gem and it made him glow.
Let me take a look at the spherical one.
As you pick it up, kind of look at it. It's kind of heavy actually. As you're kind of holding it and stuff like that, you can kind of twiddle it around in your hand. It does feel very smooth though, almost as if you weren't paying attention, you could lose it very quickly.
And there was like a teardrop one, and
Another one that looked like a brooch, it was a inlay brooch. So it's kind of like a, I'd say, an octagon style.
okay, I'll pick that one up instead. This one's like fumbling out of my hand, but I'll gently put that one back down and pick up the octagonal brooch one.
As you pick it up, this one's a little bit lighter. Probably just due to the fact that it's a little bit spread out the masses. As it does feel like it's a little bit bigger in your hand than the spear. As you're holding it though, it feels very comfortable in your hand. No blowing, no holy sounds or anything like that, but it does feel nice in your hand.
Can I snap on my furball detect magic in this room and see if anything is coming off of those diamonds?
Sure.
You stay away from my fluffy eggs, egg dog. I know you love my eggs, but no. I'll give you a taste afterwards.
As you do detect magic, you do see one that does give off an aura.
The one that I'm holding, or a different one?
Nope, it's the teardrop.
The teardrop one? What's the story with this one over here?
Oh yeah.
When I look up at the shop owner, my eyes are like, the gold in my irises has just expanded, and my whole eyeballs are probably just gold from detect magic.
Yeah, man. So that one came in. Guy was trying to get rid of it because he said like saw this weeping angel, and it gave him this diamond, and he brought it in to get rid of it to pay for some stuff. Maybe like this really sad story that went with it. So I gave him a little extra because it's kind of a unique shape. But yeah,
Weeping angel, you say?
that's what he said. Yeah.
It's a little disconcerting. I don't know if I want that one. What do you guys think? I think we need at least 2 of these things.
I'm outside.
Oh.
So wait, will you tell me what Revivify does? Revivify.
If somebody dies within 1 minute, I can bring them back with the use of.
That's a good one to have.
Yeah.
Dub's giving the thumbs up, like yes.
So you want the first one and the teardrop one?
Do we want the? Did you hear that story? Do you think we want parts of that?
Fine.
Slightly
The first one and the brooch one.
It wasn't giving off any evil vibes. It was actually divine magic that you felt coming off of it.
Oh, well, in that case, we'll
Be not afraid.
take the
All
Weeping
eyeballs and
Angel
feathers.
one and the first one.
Okay, cool. So did you want to trade for them, or
I'll
did
put
you
the
wanna-
sapphire up, and then I'll pull out the sword gems and the smoky quartz, and be like, "How's this?"
I do like the smoky quartz, man. That's pretty dope. You don't see that many of those. Give me a second. And he sits there and he starts rummaging through them and looking at them, touching them. All right, so you got any rose topazes? Because if you do, we call it evens. These ones, I mean, they're nice, but they're a little bit
Did you
under-refined.
I'm gonna
Thank
just think through the sack of jewelry and see if I can find one of those.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a dexterity check. Or sleight of hand check. Sleight of hand. We'll do sleight of hand. As a rogue, you should be adept with that.
Hands are very slight.
That's going to be an 17.
Yeah. You're able to find one, a pretty decent sized one too.
Pull that out and set it up there.
Yeah, that'll work. Alright, cool. I'm down with that. So, tradesies?
I think that'll suffice fairly evenly.
Yeah. You guys are pretty chill. Like,
Do
man.
we want to sell the rest of the jewelry since we're here?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can. What would you give us for all of this? And then I just dump the rest of it back out.
Bro. So you don't want me to appraise it, you just want me to give you a value of what I estimatedly think that it's worth. Is that what you're telling me? Look, man, I'm not trying to like harsh your vibe, man, but what I'm saying is I want to make sure you guys don't come back and be like, yo, you swindled me. Because, bro, I don't need that karma in my life. You know what I'm saying?
If I wanted to get swindled, I'd know where I'd go.
I mean, fair enough. Cool. Alright, yeah, give me a minute and I'll tally up. As you sit there and you see him kind of sit back and he kind of starts rummaging, sorting out the gems. Then you see him pull up an abacus and he starts flipping through it. It takes him about 10-15 minutes and he comes back and he goes, alright, man, so here's what I'm going to do. All of this, I'm going to be a little generous because even though some of them aren't refined, I could probably refine some of them and flip them for a little bit more, or send them off to get, get me a little bit more gold. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you guys 2 platinum for all of those, and the bigger ones the 10 that you have, that's gonna be another 2 platinum. How do you guys feel about that?
4 platinum, was that like 40 gold?
Yeah, it doesn't have an actual value that we got for it. So I have no idea.
I think it's like 100 gold per platinum.
No, it's
10 to 1, right?
It's a 10 to 1.
It's
Steps
10,
by
no,
10.
yeah, it's 10 until you get to platinum, and I thought it was 100.
So out of game, cut gemstone
Yeah, 1 platinum,
with a
10
flat
gold.
back is called a kobuchon.
A what?
A
Maybe just
kobuchon.
this spot on the table, right here.
Yeah, sure.
If y'all want it, as soon as I take a picture, y'all are welcome to have it. 'Cause
Yeah, 1 plat to 10 gold, 1 gold to 2 electrum, 1 gold to 10 silver.
Okay, sorry. So then 10 platinum. So,
Okay.
so do a 20. It'd be 20 platinum for both.
That
So
sounds
40.
a little more reasonable.
So we're talking 400 gold total for the bag.
I'm good with that.
Maybe get 1 more diamond, or do you want to? Would we rather have the gold?
Let's get the brooch diamond and then 100 gold. How's that? Does that settle well with you?
I'm good with that.
Throw in some Jolly Ranchers and Tootsie Pops for the other 5 gold. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, but what I will do is I'll give you this cleansing crystal. So like if you guys are ever like in like a mood, you guys just sit there and sit around this and kind of just channel the negative thoughts into it, and it'll totally chill you guys
I
out.
really want that.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna take this cleansing crystal.
So Doug's ears
I have an idea.
hear trade,
Mm-hmm.
and so she wants to like, hi, chill man.
Hey, what's going on, furry one? How can I help you?
I was wondering if you might want to make a trade. I was going to see if you had any citrine or tiger's eye.
I don't have any citrine.
What about like a geode?
No, but I do got some really cool mica.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Would you trade for this really cool arrowhead that I found? It's elven. I have
mean,
no idea what it's made out of, though.
Let me see it. And he sits there and he looks at it and he kind of flips it around. He's like, I mean, are you sure? Because this is made out of like almost like a jade stone.
Yeah, I mean, like, I found it from the Lake of Dreams. I have no idea what it is, but, like, I'd totally trade you for it.
Lake of Dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so here, like, I'll trade you, and he sits there and he goes and he pulls out this big old rock of mica. Like,
Ooh.
I mean, chunk of mica. It almost looks like this black,
Idea of
like,
cleansing
crystal gold.
What's the idea?
You use the flashlight,
with, like,
you
black
use crystals
flecks
to
all through it.
Make the color.
And kind of just...
Putting the cleansing crystal in.
Micah's flaky.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it looks like...
He's gonna be super chill.
Yes.
like it's flaky, but it's like black with like gold stripes going through it and stuff. As he sits there and he does that,
Just feeling that is
hands you
the
this
appropriate thing to
this
do.
huge chunk of it. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna throw in just a cleansing crystal for you too.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited.
Yeah, that's totally chill. All right. Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
I think that about wraps that up.
Yeah. Hey, big guy back there, man. Like, I get you don't have to be so grumpy, bro. Like, it's okay.
Can we get a cleansing crystal for him too?
Nah, you know what he needs is he needs a meditation suite. You know, I do classes on the weekends, bro. Like,
Is there a specific stone?
there's
you
some
want for
poses that we
meditating?
could go through that would like totally help you, man.
I think it would. It'll help your balance.
It's not just balance, dude. Like, I can feel the anger that's radiating off of you right now, and it's like kind of harsh. I mean, you got like these cool, like mellowed. I mean, this one's like bubble, like bubble. You're like, "Urgh." Like, come on, man. Like,
If I didn't get angry, we'd all be dead.
no, I'm good.
Please.
No, I'm good. I'm not hungry.
Spicy.
I don't care. Go eat. You made it. You eat it. That's the rule. Go.
Fine, I'll take it back up.
So-
I need it then.
But
Also,
yeah,
something's wrong with the internet, Dad. Can you fix it?
not right now. So,
So all of this, your whole vibe, is that all due to cleansing crystals?
I mean, partly, yeah.
What's the other part?
The other part is like my religion, man.
I'd like to hear more about this religion.
Oh, dude, it's pretty dope, man. Like, no, I mean, like, literally dope, man.
Smell something sweet. Some kind of sweet leaf. What are you smoking back there?
Yeah, I got this stuff, man, and it totally, like, mellows the vibe, man. Like,
Yeah?
yeah. Like, I could give you some, man, if you want.
I mean,
It'd
I
be,
want
it would,
some.
like, I think you would be, because you're, like, here, and you need to be, like, here, man. Like, come back down. It's cool.
I'm down right now.
I mean, you say that, but
Like,
I kind of
you-
feel like right now you're like,
You
I
want
wanna
to see? Like, I can show you.
how chill you are?
No,
See, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying.
this is chill. This is chill right now for me.
I mean, grinding your teeth like that is not healthy, bro.
If I didn't get angry, we'd all have been dead before we even got to this town.
I'm not saying anger isn't like a key thing, an emotion that you need to validate, but what I am saying is like when you're not like in the thick, bro.
But who knows when? Like, what if I'm mellow when I need to be angry?
Dude,
and
you
I
know why
can't?
sharks are like the apex predator of the ocean? It's because they got a switch that they can sit there and flip on and flip off, man. And like your switch is like full bore on.
Oh,
all
it's
the
not on
time.
right now. You want to see? You want to see it on?
Dude, you see his face? Like it's like tense, bro. It's like,
I'm gonna take my friend outside.
oh man, bro.
Come on, Kaz. Let me show you this cool mica chunk that I got.
I'll follow Dove outside.
I'm gonna whisper back. You're welcome to Chill Man.
Do we want some of
Because
that?
Chill Man
Oh,
almost died.
Certainly, yeah. Could we sweeten the deal with some of that sweet leaf you got back there?
Does
Oh,
it come
yeah.
in chocolate form?
No,
Or gummies.
Yeah, that Delta 8.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. But I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of like a little potent. But I wouldn't take it before going to bed on the road, if you know what I mean, because you could probably sleep through just about anything.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I mean, you say that until someone tries to slit your throat. That's what happened to my last buddy. Like, we were out. He took some, and then bandits showed up. And it was a rough time, man, but, you know.
So sleep in the armor when I smoke it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But yeah, hold on. And he sits there and he goes, looking to the side, he opens up this little lockbox, and he pulls out this little bag, and it's got these balls inside of it that have like this purplish, bluish tint that wraps around all of it.
Purple sticky punch.
So, like this stuff right here, like, man, dude, you only need like half. Like, you could cut it in half and split it, and you'd probably be good. Any more than that, like, if you took a whole and you're not used to it, like, I mean, you got to commune with God a lot with this stuff.
I'm like twice your size. Should I take twice as much as you take?
You know, a funny story. Like, I had a guy who thought that, and then he had like 2 hits, and it knocked him on his ass. So, just because you're big doesn't mean it's all chemicals, man. So,
That we don't need another bar incident.
I don't even want to know, but it sounds cool.
Wasn't that cool?
It's pretty chill.
He was naked.
Just a little bit.
Dope, man. Yeah, we have parties like that too. Yeah. Like, I feel you.
Leave your keys at the door.
What do we owe for that?
Nah, man, it's on the house, man. You know, anytime I can spread the religion, like, hey, just don't tell the guards. Okay?
Don't worry, I don't deal with them very much.
I kind of figured, yeah. You almost remind me of, like, a buddy I knew.
Good guy?
I mean, he was until he had his throat slit, but yeah.
That's kind of harsh.
I mean, I told
I've definitely
you,
found myself in those situations.
it was a rough time. Like, you know?
Well, chill, man. We'll get out.
All right,
Is there like
dope,
a
man.
street term for this stuff?
Yeah, it's called dope. It's the religion of dope, bro.
Dope.
Yeah.
The Lord of Dope.
I mean, there, you know, some people call it the purple Jesus. You know.
PJ.
Am I gonna get hooked on this stuff?
No, so that's the cool thing is it's non-habit forming.
Is it a gateway?
I mean, I would hope so. Like, we're all trying to pass through those gates. Like,
Are there
Sex even better.
are there any organizations against it? Do they use an acronym?
yeah, ICE, man.
Alright, I'm good.
Good to go. So we got 300 gold piece
Yeah, and
diamonds.
just be careful of the Department of Agriculture, bro. They're like all about trying to stop us from worshiping dope, bro.
I want a piece of
the DA.
the pie.
Yeah. Although we don't have to really worry about them here.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Hey, you know, sharing's caring, man.
On the off chance, did you ever know anything about, let's see, what was their freaking name?
Morthos?
No.
Ham hocks?
Yes. Have you ever heard of the ham hocks? I hear they're into a lot of farming.
The ham hocks? Yeah, they sound familiar. They kind of stopped coming to town not too long ago.
Yeah, we
Like,
kind of found them.
actually, I'd probably say like a long time ago now that I think about it. Yeah, the missus used to come into town and get like milk and stuff. Yeah, and I hadn't seen her in a while.
Were they like settled just outside of town?
Yeah, right across like some circus place or something like that. At least that's what it looks like from the outside, man. Dude, like one time I was sitting there worshiping and bro, I walked by that place and I was like, oh, and I had to come right back because I was like, not this day. No,
The circus is still here?
I mean, that's what it looks like on the outside, like you know, little clowns jumping out and shit. Dude, man. Yeah.
Have we seen anything remotely similar to that in town?
Yeah, it's Gerard's house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you guys are talking, he's like packing a fucking bowl.
All right, let's get out of here.
Well, we had like 100 gold left over out of that deal. Is that what the cleansing crystals were, or did we just take 100 gold with?
No, he gave you the 100 gold.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll put that in the party loot.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to do is I want to have Swage re-outfit the flashlight with the cleansing crystal so that Scully is stuck with a cleansing crystal on top of himself.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro. That's so fucked up.
That is the whole reason I wanted it.
That's so fucked up. Alright.
Be cleansed.
Swage is totally down with that idea, and I'll use Artisan's Blessing if I have to make it happen.
It's fucked up. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail hard. Alright. So you guys get done with your shopping. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do?
I think so.
Did I keep the
Do you have
hammer
the
pad?
picture of the bigger map, the good map, for the world map?
The only one I found that was real big was one that wouldn't let me download unless we paid for it.
Oh.
So I'll check the price later, and if it's not too much, I don't mind paying.
No, that's
but
okay. I'll find because I had it on my other.
It might be on the wiki. That one's pretty big.
Maybe I added it to my shared drive. Let's see.
That whole conversation that we just had there with that guy reminded me. Ever seen Walk Hard?
Yeah.
When he opens the door and he's like, "What are you guys doing in here? It's marijuana, Dewey. You won't like it. Get out."
Am I still gonna be able to have sex on it? Makes sense.
Hand
Even
holding. Devil has hands. Uses them for holding.
We had when I used to work at the group.
So, that's what I was looking for the name of the next town, and so the next town is I got it. Cool. All right. So, you guys all make it back to the wagon.
Level
Uh,
6.
As Esfador is outside the wagon, attending to the skull horses. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna ask Estefador if the horses eat.
Well, no, they don't really have to eat.
Do they like snacks?
I mean, they'll eat, like, if you hand them stuff. It's more of like a muscle memory thing, but it doesn't go anywhere. It just...
Do they have a favorite from their time when they were alive?
I mean, I imagine probably like apples and oats and, things of that nature.
Okay. Thanks.
Maybe a good carrot or two. No? Although, I've never actually had a carrot. I heard they're
They're good. They're crunchy.
crunchy. We have a bug like that in hell. It's crunchy.
I wonder if it tastes like a carrot.
No, but it does have like this little juicy stuff that's inside of it that's almost like shoots in the back of your throat.
And that's
Like,
different from a
like
carrot.
pressure.
If you're expecting that out of a carrot, you're not going to get that. But
No.
if I find some carrots,
Let's do that. Now
I think they're quite delicious.
I want some worm crunch.
They're only in hell. We can't find them anywhere. Can Waffles bring some to us?
Unfortunately, no.
Aw.
Yeah, the conversion of bringing stuff from hell into this world, it's a whole thing.
Hell of it customs.
The hell version of USDA. No fruits or meats.
Celestials.
2 weeks.
The realm of celestials have a freaking, brain fart when we do stuff like that. Like, oh, did you pay your taxes? And we're like, oh, no, because we're demons.
Demons don't have to pay taxes?
No, we just don't like to.
Oh, okay.
And when we don't have to, we don't want to.
I don't pay taxes.
Yeah. I mean, like, we could fit in.
Should always pay your taxes.
Yeah. The only problem is when it's 10 souls a freaking, item.
Find more souls.
Can you write this up as like a business expense?
Right?
Keep your receipts, everybody.
A lot of people think that like the demon lords and the hierarchy devils are the ones that to be afraid of. No. You know who you should be afraid of? Are the damn lawyers.
Do they give you mileage and per diem for being here?
No. Fortunately.
You should unionize.
That sounds like a bang-up plan. Unionize the demons. Rise up!
We're not paying taxes anymore.
Seize the means of production.
So, as you guys are walking around the carriage, and I'm assuming loading up to head out. All right. As you guys do, Espador pulls out a map to kind of plot where you guys are going to be going. So it should be pretty much just a straight downhill from the rest of this forest area into more of a swampy kind of terrain from what you can tell from the map. Going down to a city of Midward. And this place looks substantially bigger than Pine Chill, where you guys are right now. So, it looks like it's probably going to take you about 4 days. And that's, of course, 4 full days. So,
Traveling like we were traveling before through the night. and stuff.
Yep.
What was the name of the town?
Midward.
Yeah, Midward. So, are we heading out right now, or everyone got?
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Excellent. All right. Does anyone want to drive first, and I take night shift, or does?
I'm not driving.
I can drive first. It's better somebody who can see
Yeah,
it.
you run over the person this time.
Driving.
I mean, it could have happened to anyone. Switch.
He was already dead. But it haunts me.
Don't jump off and start fighting.
I mean,
things
we're gonna
randomly.
assume
I'll-
he was already dead.
You just
I'll
like
warn you
throw
guys
the
first.
reins
Yeah.
down and like,
Jump off. You guys are still like riding off with it.
you don't tell anybody.
I forgot to stop this.
Never stopped the cart. We just keep on going.
Wake up in the morning, Cass?
As Dove like puts a freaking like cleansing crystal in Kaz's freaking pocket.
I catch up finally and just covered in blood and gore. And,
Checking off everything on the notebook.
yeah. I did it. I killed everything.
So, as you guys get into the cart and begin to leave town, it takes you about 10-15 minutes to get to the other gate. You guys hadn't actually been through this gate. As you guys get through, it is a little bit more bulkier or beefier. This one looks like it's been fortified. It looks like there was a little bit of damage too that they're repairing. As you guys get closer to the gate, one of the gate guards kind of so you're leaving the city, I
Yep.
assume, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Please do be careful on the road. There has been sightings of a giant frog. Further on down, do be careful. I've never seen a giant frog, so I don't know how big. But they said it was big.
I kind of want to see it.
I mean, a part of me does too. But I just wanted to make sure you were aware of any perils. We had a merchant come in not that long ago, terrified. He was almost apparently swallowed by this thing. Granted,
He came in after he was swallowed?
No, apparently he was almost swallowed.
Oh, almost.
But he was a gnome, so I don't know how big this giant
Bite
frog
size.
was, but just be aware.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna keep going then if he's not like in front. I don't want to run him down.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
All right, you guys make it through the gate. As you do, you can see that the road looks pretty clear. It's a sunny day. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of traffic on the road, as it's a pretty standard dirt road. So, we're gonna go ahead and we'll do a perception watch, 3 of them. One for the morning, one for the midday, and then one for the evening. And then if anything happens in any of those watches, we'll move accordingly. I know you guys don't really have to stop to eat or anything like that because Swage can create shit if you guys want. If he's willing to expend a spell slot to do so.
I think I still have like 8 days of rations in my bag that I'll probably just be.
I think I have some too that I bought.
So that's up to you what you guys want to do with that. If you guys want to stop to break for eating, for camping, anything like that, just let me know. Okay? Alright, so go ahead and give me your perception check.
14.
14. As you hit the road, it takes you about 2 or 3 miles outside of town. You start getting into it's not really a forest area. I mean, it kind of is, but it's like the beginnings of a swampy area.
Cypress trees.
Yeah. You can start seeing some of the big cypress trees off in the further distance. The road is starting to get a little bit lusher and greener. It does seem like it is getting a little muddier, but not like to the point where it's messing with the carriage or anything like that. It's just, you know, a little bit nastier. The road conditions. But other than that, nothing happens.
Okay.
During that first watch, can I cast Identify on that Weeping Angel diamond?
Yeah.
See what's going on with that.
So, as you do cast it, it is the teardrop of blinding flash.
Teardrop of blinding flash.
Yep. So, this thing has 3 charges in it. And when spoken the command word, you can expend one of the spell word or one of the charges on it and cast Blinding Flash. This is a 5th level illusion spell. A creature within range is subject to a blinding flash before their eyes. Target must make a Constitution saving throw and a Dexterity saving throw. If the target succeeds on both saves, nothing happens. If the target fails one, but saves on the other, it is blinded for the duration. If it fails both, it is blinded and now must make a Constitution saving throw, ending the effect of success. Otherwise, it basically becomes stunned or incapacitated.
Okay.
That is a nasty.
That's a homebrew spell, right?
It is a homebrew spell.
Okay.
Nasty little spell.
Does it regain charges at all, or is it just a 3?
3.
Okay.
That's why it's a nasty spell.
Yeah.
Got a flashbang grenade.
That's a nasty flashbang grenade. So the DC level on that is going to be 16.
Okay, I'll have to look up the specifics of that later.
Keep it out, Ross.
Can you let them OBT, please?
Yes, sir.
So, who's got the next watch?
I'll take next watch.
Dad,
Does anybody have dark vision? I don't. Maybe I should be doing something during the day.
Oh, if you want to take this one, I got that.
Yeah, I'll take the midday one, I guess.
I figured Estevador had it too if he was going to drive.
I have 90 feet of dark vision.
Jeez.
I have no feet of dark vision. So I'll take the midday and hopefully not run somebody over.
Okay.
What are we rolling for that?
Perception.
16.
16. As you're driving, you hit a bump.
Oh no! Just like no, not again.
As you hit the bump, you kind of like it does jostle you as you think you ran somebody over. As you look back, as you're continuing to go, it's just a giant rock.
So
But
that thing where your legs go numb when you're driving and you hit a pothole that was really big. Like,
but as you sit there and you kind of glance as you're kind of coming back to put your eyes back in the center of the road, as you do, you can see a bunch of birds flying over in off to the left-hand side, probably about 5 miles into the swampy area.
just I can see birds from 5 miles away.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
they're just like they're flying in a circle,
Okay.
and you've seen this before, as it normally means something's either about to die or is dead.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of glance at that nervously, but just keep moving forward.
You also notice the terrain is starting to really change now. The road is muddier, but not to the point to where it's hindering your carriage ride. But it does seem like it is getting a little bit wetter. You can now start to see water actually on the sides. You can actually see the cypress trees a little bit closer now as you're getting closer, and the foliage is that of. Anybody ever been to Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you know, like when you're driving to like the Keys and stuff like that, where it's still gravelly, but it's like a lush green, and you have like those. They're not pine, or not palm trees. What are they? They're like, well, it's like a brush, but they look like pine.
Like a saw palmetto?
Yes. Yeah, and you can start seeing those starting to creep over the road as well. Oh, and the bugs are getting nasty. It's definitely getting warmer. You're starting to sweat. Bugs
Probably
are
been
buzzing.
sweating in this full plate.
Bugs splattered against it.
Bugs are buzzing.
I have to get a bra for the front of my thing like on a car.
Not my new plate.
Alright.
Come on.
So, night watch.
Oh. That is in 11.
11. While you are driving at night, you really aren't really thinking about the road all that much or where you're going. You're more focused on events that have transpired. Your
Running with a dragon.
your interesting conversation with a dragon. Your apparently need to gamble, and your uncanny ability to get yourself into sticky situations
And get out.
and trap others around you in that same situation. It kind of just leaves you with not this like void, but more like this solemn feeling as you're kind of like numb as you're finishing the drive. But nothing happens. It's a pretty uneventful watch. All right. So next morning, who wants to drive?
I can drive.
So are we doing the end of a long rest?
Yeah.
Or then can I just do that thing we talked about? Cast aid on. Let's see. Swage would cast aid on those three, not myself.
Okay.
So you each get 5. Your maximum hit points increased by 5 for 8 hours.
Cool. Yeah, because our bath
So-
time HP has gone away.
Thank you.
I'm just going to
Bring my
keep that
water
as
down and do some water.
because that seems smarter on this thing.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Otherwise, somehow I end up with just a random added 5.
Yeah. All right. So next watch.
I think.
I mean, I can drive, but like, I'm a good night driver because I can see at night. So like,
Well, I can do it again.
okay.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
15.
15. Day 2. As you are driving, the sun's starting to come up a little bit. There's a fog kind of settling on the road, crossing. You can actually now see a pretty big body of water on both sides. As you do, you also see there is some animals in the water. Some of which you've seen before. They are four-legged, have very long bodies. What looks to be like a tail, scales, or some type of armored body. Kind of reminds you of those individuals you fought back in the cave, but they're on the ground in the water, kind of just sitting there looking at you as you're driving by. It takes you probably another an hour into your watch, and you notice the road is washed out.
I'm gonna stop the carriage and then let everybody know that the road's blocked by some water.
Okay. As you inform the party, what do you guys want to do?
Can I tell how deep the water is?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
8.
An 8. As you're looking at it, you feel fairly confident that it's probably only, maybe 3 or 4 feet.
And is it washed out and like I can't see the road beyond it, or there's just like a section of it that's covered in water and you can see the dry part beyond?
Make me an investigation check
Okay.
now. And I will.
5. I'm rolling really poorly on those two. Good job, Ranger.
I'll give you that for actually investigating.
Thank you.
As you're looking at it, it's fairly obvious that this was not something that was just done by its own. It looks like there's drag marks, and as you kind of get closer, you can actually see indentions near the end. 2 in the front and 2 in the back. When you kind of look at the ones in the back, almost look like fingers, but just really big, wide fingers on the tips, kind of indented in like this muddy dirt. And then up in the front, you can see smaller ones, but very similar to that in there. And it looks like something kind of just like sat there and kind of like dug into, and then came up and then left. As far as you can tell, though, it doesn't look like it continued on. It looks like it's just a section. So you could probably carry on through. Okay.
I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna point out the drag marks, and it looked like the thing had kind of settled in there. It's only 3 feet, could probably cross it, but these marks are kind of weird. Like, I don't know if this is some other kind of trap, like that troll trapped us. This is some kind of setup. I'm a little nervous about the draggy parts.
You said it's like 3 or 4 foot deep water.
It's pretty deep for a carriage.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Pretty deep for a dwarf.
That's deep
Yeah.
for a dwarf, is what that is.
You can all swage your shoulders.
Hop on up.
I
I
guess
don't
you
know,
Be my horse.
It's a magic character.
At least I'm not in full
Carriage. I don't know if it has some type of dolly-like properties where it gets legs.
Hey, can you make these horses fly?
No.
Can we see how far into the distance, like the water continues before we see road again?
Yeah, it looks, I'd probably say about 30 or 40 feet.
Not that far.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably just ford it.
Probably.
I could help the horses pull too.
Always summon the eagles, have them fly us over. And then what do we do with the
Or
carriage?
summon the bears to be more pull.
Is there like any downed like logs or trees that we could just lay across it?
Certainly look.
Just kind of like make like a little makeshift road or something.
You guys want to sit there and see if you can find something?
Sure.
All right, everyone, go ahead and give me a perception check.
11.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, very nice.
So yes.
I got a 21.
Hey.
Plus 10 is nice.
Well, not natural 20.
for okay, so yeah, 20 and 26. If I'm, is it
You got,
Adding
you
my-
got a 20 plus 6
like, am I adding my?
perception skill.
Yes, so 26 total.
26 total. So you two, when did you
13.
get? 13. Yeah, you two. As you guys are looking around, you actually see that there is what looks to be like a at first you thought it was a game trail, Dove. But as you're looking at it a little bit more, you can actually see it doesn't look like a game trail. It looks like it's an actual trail that leads a little bit further back. You do see there is a lot of trees in that area back there. But yeah, you find a trail that leads off, not in the direction of what looks like the feet prints of the giant creature that was there, but yeah. Unfortunately, you guys didn't see it as you guys kind of walk around.
Point it out to you.
Look.
I'm gonna point it out to you guys. There's a trail back here.
I'm just going off and looking.
I'm gonna get the others.
You'd probably find Swage trying to talk to the animals. We're not a threat. Leave me alone.
So Holly, as you walk back on this trail and everything, it takes you back not too far, probably about 10 or 15 feet off of the road before you come to a sign. The sign is not like a very well thought out sign. It looks kind of just like something that somebody just put up, kind of just to like warn people or just let them know. And what it says on the sign is it says God's Graveyard up ahead.
Is that on this trail or the whole road? Would be like for
No,
this
just the
specific
trail that you guys are on. Like the trail that you're on. It's just like kind of like you ever gone hiking and you see those mile markers that are in the middle of the trail and stuff like that?
little trailblazer.
That's all it is. It just says God's Trail up ahead.
Are y'all gonna come with me?
God's graveyard.
God's
Graveyard.
Okay.
Probably. Sounds like where I'm from. Astral Plane is kind of God's graveyard.
Hey,
Come
maybe
with
we
me.
can go
So
spread dope there.
We're all coming up the trail as well. It's like a dope smoking spot. It's all the cool kids hang out after school.
They need dope in God's graveyard.
All those edgy teens.
That would be another thing to do to Skype.
What? Get him high?
Just drop the dope in the flashlight with him.
Hot box him in the flashlight.
The continual flame doesn't produce heat.
Doesn't matter.
He probably does.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys want to do?
Do we want to continue down the path or do we want to go to God's graveyard?
I mean, God's graveyard sounds interesting.
I thought that's where the path was going anyway, so.
Well, that's not where the road is going. That's where the path is going.
Yeah, that's I'm fine with checking it out.
Dove's curious.
All right, let's go check it out.
Alright.
Can we see anything from where the sign is with the spyglass?
As you guys continue to walk, you can kind of see. Looks like there's actually like a little river.
I'm doing laundry.
That kind of comes off to the side. You can see it through the trees as you guys are walking a little bit. And the trail actually is not that bad. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. Give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up for you. Let's see, what was the last map that everybody was on? Nope, not that one. Nope, that was way long ago. Yeah, there we go.
Apparently
the washer is open but full.
Yep, tiny adventuring party tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But we are level 5.
Speak for yourself.
I'm always small.
There are no small actors, only small parts. Okay. Alright. And voila. That is what you see.
Ooh.
Are those like rocks kind of going up right there?
Yeah, they're mossy rock formations.
And there's like little log kind of walkways kind of over the watery parts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does it look like the path's been traveled a lot, or is it kind of overgrown?
Go ahead and make me a investigation or survival, whichever one's higher.
8.
Do you still get advantage on survival with the compass?
I do have the compass, don't I? Yeah, 8.
I would like to move up to the rock and see if I can't climb on top and get a better vantage point. Basically, Swage's height.
Go ahead and
Oh,
make
he's
me
on
a
his toes on the rock.
dexterity check. Because it is mossy.
Yep, that's the same. 21.
21. Yeah, you're able to climb up it, no problem. As you kind of do, it is a little slippery, but because of the moss, you're able to grab onto it pretty good and pull yourself up. It seems like it's pretty sturdy too. The moss didn't try and like rip or anything. So yeah, you're able to climb up it. What you can see all around, there is some birds in there, and you do see a couple of those. Like lizard-looking creatures or whatever in some of the areas, like right in here you can see them kind of swimming and sitting there. You even see some that are just kind of just chilling in there, but they're not. They're just sitting. Yep. It's not like they've come out of the water or anything like that. But yeah, the birds are chirping. You can kind of hear what sounds like some creatures like pecking into the trees. The mosquitoes, though, like they're pretty nasty. But yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna tell the mosquitoes to fuck off.
They're a beast, right? I can talk to them if they're considered a beast.
Actually, they're an insect.
Okay.
There's
I'm
a
gonna try to
difference-
talk to him anyway.
There's a difference between beast and insect.
It's insect dialect. I'm gonna come over here and look at this water and like
Okay.
see if I can like see through it, like how deep it looks.
So it's a brackish water.
Mhm.
So it's really hard to see through. It's kind of got like this golden green, of course with the lily pads and stuff that's sitting on top. So it is kind of hard to see. There is some algae growing in certain areas, like in this area way back here. You can see just the overgrown of algae back there.
Do I see any fish?
You don't see any fish actually swimming in the water, but you do see signs that there are fish
Mm-hmm.
in the water. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna, from the rock, make a leap across to that side.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
13.
13. Yeah, you're able to hop over. As you land on the other side, you kind of
Yeah,
for a
don't
second.
run into the water.
But you're able to catch yourself, and yeah, you're across.
I'll walk up to the bridge here. Does it look capable of carrying me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So then I'll start kind of heading Holly's direction, but I'm not gonna go too fast. I want to make sure the other two don't get left behind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of keep like a central position, making sure I have like, equal distance to everybody.
Okay. Over there. Look at that water too.
Yeah, so I'm more or less just going to be continuing along the path.
Alright. As you get right here, Holly, you can see what looks to be on the other side. There's a small little boat, and it looks like there's some huts over here on the other side, and then the trail goes even further back. And you can see that it looks like those mossy rocks that you saw that were kind of like around. You can see on the backside that there is what looks to be like a wall with a big opening in the center of it. It's got moss kind of hanging off of it, just like the rocks do. And right in the front of the moss, between the two, you can see what looks to be like, they almost look like mossy statues, kind of just sitting there. So it could be rock that's just covered over by the front of the entrance area.
So are those like the huts right there?
Yeah.
So they're about like 50 feet away at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I told
You did an investigation to see if the trail had been, and you got an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't able to really tell how long ago this trail was used, but you do see that, I mean, it has been used.
So it's not like overgrown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I check for any kind of tracks, like in the on the path?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Not natural 20.
Not natural 20. Yeah, you do see foot traffic. They look like those big footprints that you saw, but just smaller. Probably, yeah. Probably the size of a small child.
Like, the print is the size of a small child, or like the foot belonged to a small
No, the
child?
foot like belongs to a
Okay.
small
That's a pretty big print if it's the size of a child.
Yeah, not wrong.
A child laying down?
it's the size of a dwarf.
Oh! You'd be like, do y'all see these footprints? They're like smaller versions of the big one out by the road.
They're babies.
So they're babies. Love that movie.
Mommy's coming down.
So Kaz's he's like, there's a giant one of these, and point at the alligators, and I'm gonna start keeping an eye out for that.
Yeah, it's whatever we saw out there. There's small versions here, and there was a giant version out
I'm
there.
very interested in the giant version. The small one's not.
Is this the frog that the guard was telling us about?
Did Alexa
I
not put
don't know what
everything away?
frog is.
No. Like raw eggshells?
I'm gonna try and draw you a picture of a frog.
Cool.
And then she wants me to change that volume.
Negative
so she
2
can-
correct. And see if I can draw a picture of a frog in the dirt.
Performance check.
Just show Sage.
Okay.
I got a 15.
No. She tried to do a pretty decent little bullfrog.
Oh, it looks so sweet. That
Yeah,
doesn't
see
look
the
threatening
legs?
at all.
They're like real muscly on the top and real spindly at the bottom, and they stretch out real long, and they can jump really far.
Ooh, it looks tasty too.
I think I have like an 18-foot long jump, running long jump. I'm just gonna see if I can jump across, not in the water, but right here.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Oh wait, that's bad. Athletics. I don't think I'm proficient in that. 7. I rolled a 3.
Alright. So as you sit there and you go to jump across, you lose your footing. As you do. You end up falling into the drink. As you do, Dove only probably estimated that it was only going to be a couple feet deep.
Okay.
It is not. It's probably a good 4 or 5 feet deep. You being tall enough, not really that big of an issue. Yeah. But you weren't expecting it to be that deep, so when you went to go stand up, you thought it was going to be a lot easier. It was not.
It's just like muck dragging me
Kind
down.
of gave you that little like oh shit moment.
Good thing I wore my brown pants today.
But yeah, you were able to stand up. You are covered in gunky, mossy algae.
Hadwin,
Prestidigitate
come
me.
clean me up. I made a boo boo.
Well, as he did that, I want to move up to there and see if I can't hide in those bushes and see if there's anything else going on up there.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check and a stealth check.
I'll move up to that bridge.
I'll do the
Bridge
stealth
there.
one first. So that will be a 19 on stealth,
Okay.
and then a 26 on perception.
As you get closer to the huts, you actually see one of the huts has what looks to be like a small little fire going on just outside of it. Not like there's a whole lot of smoke being given off of it. It looks more like just embers, coal.
I have a few options for that. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Hey, Alexa.
Turn down the volume. Hey Alexa.
You can kind of see a little bit of movement as well in there. It looks like whatever's in there may be sleeping or laying down.
So again, Sub is already in. All you need to do is push close in. Okay.
And you wanted to move up, you said? Cass?
I just moved up to that bridge there.
Okay.
I take out the spyglass and see if I can get a look at what's happening over there in that house.
I don't
In the huts.
feel like anybody is like rushing, so I'm just kind of enjoying the walk,
Squeeze me.
looking for that giant alligator. Throwing some beef jerky in the water.
Ouch, stuff. Sorry.
That's what they're called. Okay.
Let's sit out here.
While we're standing around here, I'm gonna take out that new water skin that I have and like squeeze the bag with my thumb over the end, just trying to like hose off
Oh, not
my
that one.
dirty clothes.
Just kidding.
Are there any like small rocks around where I'm standing?
Is there a reason
Yeah.
soda's out?
Can I pick one up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a rock.
Oh, that's beautiful. As you are looking through the spyglass, you see a couple of things moving around inside this hut right here. One of them is green, one of them is purple, and one of them is blue.
Like humanoids or something?
They look like small children, actually.
Small child. No, nothing? Not people?
Like human children that are green, purple, and blue?
No. They're the size of like a human child, yeah.
Gay children?
Do they look like the picture that Dove drew in the ground?
Are they fey?
They're kind of far away to really tell. And it is kind of dark inside there.
I see a green, a purple, and a blue child inside.
Yeah, it's fey. No way.
Kind of far away to see anything more.
That's exactly what you say. That you see a green, blue, and purple child.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking up that way then.
Children aren't supposed to be purple.
Walk up to the bridge here.
Okay. As you do,
Mind you, I'm hidden in the bush over there. Or at least I'm hiding in the bush.
as you do, you can sit there and see these little like eyes kind of like pop out of the side, and you can see a green, a purple, and a blue like little head kind of pop out. The eyes are pretty big. They have a rounded face, and look like this.
It's a grung.
Oh, they're so cute.
I'm gonna, and I can see them now, like their whole like.
Not the whole, but you can just see the heads.
Okay, but I can tell they're not like children.
They're the size of a child.
No, that's not what Swage said though. Swage said child. He said there were children over here.
They're not children. They,
So
they
I'm
don't
gonna-
look like human kids.
I'm gonna
But that's what they look like.
tell us. I'll make Swage. These aren't kids.
I haven't seen that many kids, okay? Timmy's like the only kid I know.
That was for Nyla. But and I realized she wasn't down here. So
Oh, she's hanging out with something last night.
There we go.
that you can see from this side.
Kaz gets to be the mediator here.
I'm gonna just kind of like raise my hands so they know that I'm not like a threat, and then tell them say hello.
I know I have them.
Scooch.
you want to talk to them?
I'm gonna try to.
What do you say?
Just gonna say hello first off, like my hands up, no weapon in my hand.
As you do, they kind of slowly come out of the little hut. As they do, you just hear them. The other one kind of. You can see they're freaking like under their jawline or whatever kind of just inflates as they kind of do that. The other one, the blue one, is kind of just like looking at you. They have no weapons that you can tell. Like they don't have anything drawn. They do have weapons on them, but they are. They basically follow your suit as they come out.
Okay. I'm gonna. I don't know if they can understand me yet, I guess, but I'm gonna ask if they know any way around the road where it's washed out.
They sit there and they kind of just look at you. One of them, the green one, kind of gets closer to you, and you kind of see him. He kind of like hops over to you. A little unexpected to you. Go ahead and make me a intimidation check.
Six.
So he rolled a 7. As he kind of like lands in front of you, it not scares you, but it startles you, and you kind of shake for a second as he kind of gets. You weren't expecting him to jump that far, straight to you. As he does, he kind of gets up, and you just see the chest kind of elongate as it's kind of like not in your face, but like down here. Yeah.
I'll kneel down in front of him and try to ask him again if there's a way past the road, and if yeah, just do that for now.
All right. The other two are gonna move. They're getting closer.
Sweet is gonna put his weapon out and put his hands up and slowly walk across the bridge up here, too.
Okay.
As non-threatening and slowly as I can.
The one that is paying attention to you all is the blue one. He is very intent to watch you all. As the purple one kind of is like looking around over onto the other hut and further back. And you kind of can hear the purple one just slowly, what looks to be kind of like a whisper, I guess you could call it, as he's not doing it very like loudly, but also not purposely trying to show you what he was doing.
I want to try to reiterate what Kaz was saying, but trying to speak to them in like the beast language that furbolgs somehow know how to do, and use a stick to like draw the place where we were talking about in the mud. Ooh. I haven't had one of these in a long time.
Communicating other than verbal. I appreciate that. So as you draw the road and the water as best as your ability, you basically try to insinuate you're trying to get across the water. They look at you, look at the drawing, and they kind of like...
I just do it back to them.
And they turn around and they start to walk, and they're like...
Follow?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
They seem friendly enough.
I'm gonna come out also, jazz hands, and just come kind of stand over here too.
Okay. As you guys are sitting there, You actually see 3 more pop out.
Do they also have their weapons put away?
Yep.
Okay.
As the purple one is kind of like talking to them, kind of like not like talking to them from far away. I mean, like it looks like it gets right up in their face and is like blowing its stomach or whatever into their face, very abruptly, and then turns around and starts to hop and walk a little bit further back. As he does, he sits there and he points to the opening and kind of
Opening of the hut?
no, the opening of the wall.
Oh, okay. Is there a door in the way, or is it
Nope.
wide open?
Wide open.
I'm gonna kind of peek my head in and take a look around. Not go all the way in, but just kind of like lean in and look to either side of what's on the other side there a bit.
Okay. I can do that. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up.
They haven't done anything yet, but
Hey, they're being chill, bro.
for now,
Yeah, I'm about to offer them some drugs.
yeah.
Do I have any idea if they have noticed me at all?
Try to lick them.
Nope. As far as you can tell, they have.
I'm gonna stay
Remember
where
that
I'm
episode of The
at.
Simpsons where Homer's licking the
Imagine cats, their little legs are just dangling.
one handed, just pick one up and just limp.
See if the green one tastes different than the blue one.
Oh, blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry's a green apple.
As they're like walking in front of me, I'll just keep trying to like lick them without them noticing.
Are you trying to lick
No.
them? What?
See if they'll get you high.
I was gonna go through the wall, but then I got high.
This is where the adventure ends. We all just stay in this little village and getting high.
Hallucinating the rest of the time. We'll hallucinate the rest of our adventures.
Yeah.
Don't lick the frog.
So, man, this turned into a trippy podcast. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody busted out the frogs.
We're just here to spread the religion of dope, man.
Yeah.
All right.
No, we're spreading the religion of children.
Gonna turn into like Johnny Appleseed planting.
Johnny Appleweed.
So, as Kaz, as you kind of look inside, you can see that the area is in water. As it's not really deep water. It's kind of like maybe ankle deep for you. Maybe some areas that are a little deeper. But you see a giant rock in the center, and what looks to be a skull. Further back, pretty big, as well as what looks to be like a giant weapon of some sort in the center. Like, I'm talking giant weapon.
Like bigger than me.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
But I see bones in there too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the frog, little frog guy. Like, there's bones in there. Like, I'm not going through there.
Is one of them points.
I'll do the same back to them, and try to make that same noise and point.
Just insulted their cousins.
As he kind of looks at you and grunts at you one more time, you see him go right in.
Okay, I'll follow him, but I'm gonna stay a little farther back from him than right behind him.
forgot we have the folding boat now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was just looking at all this water, like, wait a second, we have something for water.
Yeah, but I think even the smallest version of that boat is pretty freaking big.
We can put our carriage on it.
Yeah, you can put the whole carriage on it, probably.
Probably the boat's big enough to be like just like a land bridge.
All
Just
right.
drive the
And
carriage
you
on and
come
off
in,
the boat.
and that's what you see.
Oh wow, that is a big.
Oof.
Oh, I zoomed way out. Oh, I really have screwed that up.
I'm off in the water somewhere over here.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, so do I
Kaz
get?
is the only one that sees this right now. You guys
Okay.
haven't followed.
Can I tell that that's a giant hand sitting over there?
Yeah. It's a big giant hand.
Oh, I didn't know if it was so big that that you wouldn't be able to really tell what it was.
No.
So it literally is a god's graveyard. And I'll kind of holler back at everybody and tell them it looks okay so far.
What do the rest of you want to do?
I would like to come back there.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna remain hit.
It's still non-threatening.
Yeah.
What did a staff of comprehend languages do? We got chucked into the
Yeah.
Be really useful right about
I also I don't have it prepared today, but I have access to tons now.
now. Okay.
And Chuck can do the ritual for comprehending languages.
But I think is that spoken and
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's only written.
That's beyond my
Yeah, I
D&D
think tons
knowledge.
is like the
Tongues
the
is the
verbal.
verbal one.
Yeah.
So. Alright, so there's that.
You can make a lot of swords out of that sword.
I was just thinking, Swage is getting super antsy looking at the biggest weapon he's ever seen. He's gonna go like lean up against it like in Jurassic Park up against the dinosaurs is breathing.
Alright, so while you guys are standing there, what would you guys like to do as you see this giant skull, weapon, and bones?
I want to move up behind this rock and like just peek around it at the skull.
Okay. As you do, you can see there's a giant opening onto the side. It looks really dark in there, even with your dark vision. It's kind of hard to see inside. But yeah.
By looking at the skull, would I be able to make a guess on how the former owner of the skull died?
Oh yeah, it looked like it was hit on the side of the head. Yeah.
Can I tell if the skull, like, I mean, just looking at the picture, but like, if I'm looking at it, do its teeth look like humanoid teeth or more like beastie teeth?
So when you're looking at it, they look, probably like a combo of both, actually. So the canines protrude a little bit more, almost that of like orc style, like tuskish. But instead of them kind of just going out and straight out, they're more like this and kind of curl a little bit.
Oh.
The fronts and everything else look like normal teeth. The eye sockets that are there look not like a normal eye socket. I know the picture shows 2 eyes. There isn't. There's actually just one.
Oh.
As you're looking at it, the weapon that you do see does have a glowing object up here on the top. You can see that as well. Everyone can. It's pretty bright. It kind of illuminates the cavern. Also, since you got right there, Dove, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Yeesh. 8.
8. Yeah, you're just so enthralled in everything that's going on.
Biggest skull ever
Yeah,
on the
I mean
planet.
it's kind of immense. Just sitting there seeing something that big, kind of puts your existence into perspective a little bit. I think a little humbling. So, Swage, what would you like to do?
Swage is absolutely entranced by the weapon, and he's just like, walking up and down the length of it and running his fingers along the edges and seeing if he can tell what type of metal the blade is made of.
He wants to see what type of metal the blade is made of.
Yeah. Like normal steel that I would come across, or is it something old that I don't know about?
Give me a second, because I got a key, and then I'll let you know. Oh, I've been holding it. As it is not something that you would normally find, like it's not common metal, for sure.
Can I use guidance on this?
Sure. Totally fine.
I'm gonna need it.
Can I grab you a little bit?
16. 16.
16. That's pretty good.
Yeah. For a -1.
As you start kind of like going over your lessons from when you were in the monastery and going over different types of metals and stuff like that, you do remember a lesson where they talked about some ancient form of metal that was called orichalcum.
Orichalcum.
Some referred to it as the god's metal at one point in time. It's not as strong as mithril or adamantium, but it is a relatively tough mineral. Forging weapons out of it was very expensive during that time era that it was forming and coming together. So something this big, yeah. Unfortunately, because it is broken, it looks like it was shattered at some point. By probably a stronger weapon or maybe something of the same caliber. And due to it being sitting for so long, if you were to try to harvest any of it, you wouldn't get a whole lot.
Probably some kind of foreign form of like oxidation that's happening on it. I don't even recognize like what's happening to the metal.
Yeah.
The way it's breaking down is like.
No, I mean you can definitely tell that it's not as good as it was because as you're rubbing your fingers across it, it's kind of crumbling.
Yeah.
But every now and then you'll actually get to a part that actually still is a good piece of metal. But yeah, it's like there is a form of rust or something going on with it.
Okay, I'm not going to take any of it just yet until we find out what's going on in this room. I don't want to offend anybody.
Can I look in my demon book to see if, like, the face shape, the one eye and the tusky things, is anything that might be in my book, like when this creature was alive?
Okay. As you open your book, nothing happens. Yeah, nothing kind of happens. Alright.
I asked Kaz and Giant if he's ever seen anything like that skull.
Never that big.
Well, that's not entirely true. You did have a dream about something that was probably about that size.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen something they can belong to, but it was a god, not anything normal that we would normally run into.
So Wade will probably start looking around and see if there's any like giant, anything written in giant or runes or anything he can decipher anywhere.
So as you are kind of looking around, you actually do see some runes on the teeth.
On the teeth?
On the teeth.
Ooh.
That's
Engraved on the
badass.
teeth.
Are they in giant? Like, can I read them, or are
Yeah.
they runes that I would recognize? I guess.
Yeah, they're in giant. One of them is strength. The other one is sky. The other one is valor, and the last one is death.
So I guess I'll I'll be up here by the teeth then, checking that out, and
I'll go up there as well.
Okay.
Saying
Both
the
of you go
words as
ahead
I-
and make a perception check. Or if you want one of you to make it with advantage, then you can do that. Or
What's your-
both of you
I'm
can
pretty
make
good at perception. Like +8.
Yeah, you better do it with advantage. Then.
Ooh, 27.
27. While you're kind of reading the runes and kind of looking, you see what looks to be like big yellow objects, 2 of them, inside the skull. From through the teeth, you can see them.
Stationary objects.
Mhm.
I look back. Are the little frog dudes all in the room with us, or what's
Nope.
going on with them?
The only one that came in was the one that came in with you.
Oh. I guess I'll gesture to the inside the mouth to the one that came in with us, and just kind of like shrug at him.
And he looks at you.
Thank you for the pizza, Christopher.
Is he gesturing for me to go inside the mouth?
Hmm?
Is he gesturing for me to go inside the mouth?
Yeah.
That sounds cool. But Sway doesn't go
Hey,
on
Mom.
yet.
I'm gonna
Donut.
touch the tooth that says strength, and then I'm gonna go inside.
Nice.
Hi, Mom.
All right.
Open.
As you go inside, what you
Mommy
see.
said I can have one. Mommy said I can have one.
Is that sitting inside,
Ooh.
and that's about his actual size. As he's in there, the eyes are open. You don't see the irises, and you can kind of see it breathing as it's sitting there. It's actually dug into what looks to be like a dirt and mossy area. As you come in, of course, you kind of step over into the mouth area and kind of get into it. As you do, you sink to about waist deep. This is now considered difficult terrain. As you do get inside there, you can see it. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep my weapon put away and try to talk to it, I guess,
Got it.
and just say hello.
As soon as you say hello, you see the irises kind of just come out and it looks at you. As it does, you hear as its whole front just opens up. As it does, you can see what looks to be like little bats flying out of the skull. As it does, the tongue shoots out and grabs like 3 or 4 of the bats in one fell swoop and brings it in as it starts to eat these bats, and it kind of looks at you, and as it does, it kind of shimmies and stands up. and you just hear this giant death croak that just echoes throughout the whole entire chasm.
I'm imagining I hear that.
Yeah. It sounds from as far as away as you are, it almost sounds like a war horn has just been lit as it goes echoing through the area you guys are.
Okay. Well, since it doesn't seem like it's going to be able to talk to me either, I guess I'm going to try to...
Yeah, mine is currently.
Because fighting it in there is not going to be a great idea. So I'm going to try to slowly back out.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly back out. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check to back out.
Just back it up.
12.
That's a D10.
Oh, that's a
or a D12.
Yeah, they're mixed up, sorry. Oh, 20.
20. There you go. Yeah, you're able to kind of like slowly back out as you see Kaz kind of just like crawl out. He does like this, like, he puts his hands on the teeth and kind of just pulls himself up. And you see him just bring his back legs out from behind him. Slowly gets out. And like takes one step back. As he does,
I couldn't see that thing from where I was standing outside, right? Just
you saw the
eyes or
eye,
something?
you saw the yellow eyes, and as soon as he said hello, you saw the irises pop up, and then it stand up and death whirl. As it did, it kind of intimidated you a little bit, but not to the point where you're scared from it, you feared, but just kind of froze you in place.
Did I see the bats fly out of its eyes?
Not out of its eyes. Oh, you mean out of the skull?
Or yeah, did they see the bats fly out?
Yeah. Let's see.
Sway's probably wrestling with one like Meredith. Stuck to its face.
Switch has rabies. Do a fun run.
Fun run for the cure.
Alright, does a 22 hit your armor class?
It does.
Alright, so then both those hits will hit you. As the first one is going to be a tentacle hit with his tongue. It says tentacle, but it's like his tongue hits you first, and then it is going to grapple you. So... It's going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage when it hits you, and then it wraps around you. I need you to make a strength save.
Strength save.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Alright, you are now restrained. And you actually get yanked through the teeth, and you are now inside the area with this thing.
Okay, and not in his mouth though, just kind of grapple.
Yeah. It's for flavor purposes. You move 5 feet forward. Is basically all that happened.
Okay.
Yep. I think, is it 5 feet or 5 feet in front of it? Oh no, sorry, 5 feet in front of it. So yeah, you are now face to face with this thing, and it's got its tongue wrapped around you.
Okay, do I get a reaction or anything from that?
That was your save. Yeah, you only get the save.
Okay.
So if you had passed the save, you wouldn't have been restrained or pulled.
I mean, was that like a surprise attack or something?
Yeah, well, because he woke him up.
Okay, I'm gonna use disguise self if I can, and just make my eyes turn into one giant eye like the mouth that he's sitting inside.
Okay. Alright, everyone go ahead and roll initiative now.
You're delicious.
That's good. Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, you too.
You wanna watch it with me?
What's your dex?
Hmm?
What's your dex?
+2.
I'm gonna actually be in front of you.
Nice.
Alright, So 25 to 20.
20.
21.
22.
God damn. Alright,
We're all ready to go with this frog thing.
Alright, so first up is going to be... You're not even on the map yet.
Nope.
So we'll remember that. Alright, and then who's next?
I had 22.
I had 21.
Yes.
20.
You had 20?
Yeah, so
Alright.
23, 22, 21,
So then everybody switch.
20.
So on this map, these squares aren't 5 feet, are they?
No.
No.
Okay.
If
Okay,
you
you'll
want,
have to use the,
if you want, I can do
Okay.
that. There you go. There's the map layer. So you can see the 5 foot squares.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. And turn. Alright, so, and then you had
20.
20 and 21. Go ahead and roll me a d6. Dove.
Got a 5.
Roll again.
I got a 5.
Okay. Alright, so first up, Swede, you're up.
I'm gonna pull a steel ingot out of my pack.
Travis first.
Oh yeah, he's before me.
Yeah, sorry.
So, what are all the other frogs doing outside?
They're kind of watching, like
They're just
from-
like peeking
Yeah,
around
mhm.
inside the door.
Mhm.
Well, I heard the angry war horn thing, and that is just gonna assume something bad is happening. So I'm just gonna stand up and just start dashing my way that way.
Okay. So next round, at the top of the round, you'll be able to come on the map.
Alrighty.
Alright. Switch.
Am I able to pull an ingot out of my pack when grappled? I want to pull a steel ingot out of my backpack.
So you're considered restrained. As restrained, your speed is 0, and attack rolls that you have are disadvantaged, and attack rolls against you are at advantage. And any dexterity saving throw you do is at disadvantage.
Okay. So can I grab a steel ingot out of my pack?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a steel ingot out of my pack and throw it in his mouth, and then cast heat metal on it, on the steel ingot.
Okay.
There's no like save or anything involved in that. The metal just heats up until he does something about it, but he'll take like 2d8 initial damage.
Okay.
I like that. That was nice.
8 fire damage.
Gonna sniff the air and mention that it smells really good, whatever he's cooking in.
Frog leg plane.
The bats.
Then I turn back and look at the miniature frog, the grung. Like, what the hell?
Come on.
As it can't see you because you're inside the skull.
Oh yeah.
all it hears is, what the hell? And it doesn't understand you.
I can't move or anything, right? So my turn's probably up.
Okay. Alright. Next up is going to be Dove.
How tall is this rock that I'm standing next to?
About 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yep.
Can I climb it?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna get on top of this rock. And from on top of this rock, can I see what's happening inside the skull? Like, can I see it enough to shoot at it?
Go ahead and make me a perception check. Because it is kind of dark in there. Even with your dark vision. Because you're looking at it through the daylight through into a dark portion.
16.
16. Yeah, you can see that there's something inside there. It's pretty big. You feel like you could hit it.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on the big thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the big thing.
Okay.
and I get to shoot at it 3 times.
Alright, yours has been hunted and marked.
Is it dark back here? Am I in the dark, or is it sunny back here?
No, it's sunny. The sun's out.
Okay.
I mean, there is a cloud overcast, but
But it's like daytime. Alright, I got a 25,
that'll hit.
a 14,
That'll miss.
and a 17.
That'll miss.
Okay. So the 1. Um, 13, 16 piercing damage.
Perfect. Alright, it is now its turn.
Better molten forward.
You get a 20, you still can't go before the magic.
I get +8 to my
Does a
initiative.
22
too.
hit your armor class? Alright, so this is gonna be a bite.
It is what it is. Game guys.
And you're considered a medium-sized creature?
Yeah. Until, yeah. I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and the weight I can push, drag, or lift. But yeah, I'm medium.
Okay, since both those are hits. Alright. It's going to be 23 points of piercing damage. And since the other attack did hit, it now gets to swallow you.
Awesome. I'm at 9 hit points and swallowed.
Yep. As it does swallow you, you are now blinded and restrained.
Really glad we came here, guys.
Super great! He's glaring at the little grung as he gets swallowed by the frog.
I make sure I kick the ingot further down the as I'm going, taking it with me.
Because now you're touching it.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on my fucking armor. Spit me up, bitch.
Spirit Guardian's inside.
Yeah, that's
that's
next.
nasty. Alright, it is Kaz's turn.
So I'm gonna rage. Right off
would
the
like
bat.
to
I would like to rage. And then I'm gonna. I guess I'll move up to get next to it. That'll put me in the difficult terrain, I assume. Is there any chance at all that I could try to reach inside and pull out Squage?
How would you do it?
I'm reaching.
Well, yeah, I would assume he's trying to like claw his way out, so I would reach in and try to feel around for him. Whatever part of him I can grab onto, I would grab and yank him out.
How many attacks you get?
Right now I get 2, unless I'm frenzied, and then I can do 3.
I will allow you to try and pull him out. You have to make a perception check by sticking your hands in there and trying to feel around in this giant mouth. You will take acid damage though.
Okay.
From it, but I will allow it. Go ahead and do that. And then if you do find him, I will allow you to try and pull him out.
23.
Okay, yeah, you're able to find him. All right, and you're gonna take just some poison damage in exchange for trying to find him. Yeah. Let's see. Where's there it is. And you're gonna take 12 points of poison damage.
Okay, and
Go ahead and make me a strength check. That's going to be contested against his.
since I'm,
Strength
do I get?
check.
I think I get advantage on that because I'm raging.
Yeah, you do.
I always forget.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, good thing I had advantage because that was terrible. 16.
Unfortunately, that does not make enough to pull him.
Can I use my inspiration for that? Give him a. Well, he already had advantage. I guess he probably can't get it again.
You can't advantage.
Yeah.
Can you have me re-roll?
No, because that's considered advantage. That's what. So, like, if you had just rolled it once.
Okay. Then since I guess I'll try again next turn, but I'll go ahead and take my extra attack I get on it.
Yep, that's fine.
25.
That does it.
So, let's see, 10.
Damage. Okay. Alright. It is now little frog dude's turn. He's gonna get up here. And then he's gonna try and make a arrow shot.
Against the bigger frog?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Nice. Good thing I didn't attack
you
him.
really got to him.
And he does not hit. He misses. As the arrow kind of flies off and hits the skull by the teeth. Alright. Now let's go to Holly. Alright, Holly, you're up.
I have no idea what's going on.
Nope, you just see Dove standing on top of this rock. You see the little frog dude. As you see an arrow get let loose in that direction, you hear Kaz raging somewhere beyond Dove. You don't see Swage at all.
Did I
gonna go,
see
"What the hell?"
Swage get eaten by the frog?
No.
Okay. Can I yell to Holly, like, Kaz and Swage are in there? No, you got out, didn't you? Or you
No, I went back in. Of course.
Kaz and
I can't
Swage
leave
are in
Swage in
there.
there.
There's
I got
something.
the-
There's some monster in there.
Jump in there and try to save him.
Okay, I'm gonna move to right over here. And can I see anything going on over there at all? Like,
You can see the outline of a shadowy creature inside a dark cave-like skull. That's about it.
Oh, there's Holly.
Is your right here?
Nah, he'll message when he gets here.
So I remembered I had a thing.
You got that the whistle? Is it an action? To blow the whistle?
Yeah, I think so.
So, about how far could I throw an ice blast potion?
How far can you
Doesn't say,
throw
but
an
I
ice
think that's how we
blast
treated it before.
I'd probably say 30.
30?
Yeah. Any further than that would be disadvantage.
But I don't have a. Then I will bonus action dash as a rogue. Which could get me up to here. And
Yeah, now you can see a giant frog, inside this skull. Looks like it's munching on something. It's got a glowing, little thing inside of its mouth. And you can see Kaz in front of it now.
You probably heard muffled screaming from inside.
Fucking ate Swade.
So through the crack in the side of the skull that's over there,
Yeah.
I want to chuck the Ice Blast potion in there. I have no idea what the actual save for that thing is.
Did I give it to you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. We got the Alchemist Fire and Ice Blast potion at around the same time.
Yeah, it just says 3d6.
Yeah, 3d6 cold, but I don't think it ever gave me a DC save.
Mm-mm.
Who has those time stop grenades?
I
Nobody
have
ever-
one.
Do you? I think we just gave them all to you.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
I have 5, or however many we had.
I mean, if it doesn't have a save, that's cool too. Or if it's just a attack throw to make sure I hit where I'm trying to hit.
No, dexterity save, DC 16.
Okay. That's just a 15-foot radius, so it should.
Oh, he fails.
That'll be 8 cold damage.
8. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Okay. Swage. You're up.
I would use a bonus action to activate the heat metal again.
Okay.
Uh, 11 fire damage.
Damn.
Okay.
And then I'll use my action to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And a bunch of little clockwork, metallic red dragons, little swages on their backs, start flitting around.
With lances.
Yeah.
They form like a little Voltron Swade.
I'm just imagining like 8-bit joust. Going
Yeah.
On the
That's actually
ostriches.
what I was thinking.
Little clockwork swages that each one has like a different program.
Except they look like
phrase.
freaking,
Ostriches.
no,
God will
ghost-
provide.
ghost-
God will provide.
what was it, goblins and ghouls.
Okay.
Yeah.
King Arthur from Golden
Yeah.
Goblin.
Alright, so...
So that ends concentration on the heat metal.
Yep.
So it's like a 15 feet radius around me, and I can designate whoever I don't want it to damage, which will be everybody who's on my side in this fight, and then
Mhm.
it's 3d8 radiant damage.
Right, but is that, that's the first round, or is it after?
Good. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, so it's entering it for the first time, right?
I'm watching.
Spit me up, you son of a bitch. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, 17 radiant damage.
Spirit Guardians is a freaking
Yeah, it's
tank of a
it's
spell.
nasty
I
spell.
took one upstairs because internet.
Gave him the old spicy meatball.
Okay. Alright, Dove, it is your turn.
I want to try and shoot the froggy guy some more.
Okay.
Or whatever I think it is in there. Getting my friends disappeared into. Alright, so first shot is 27,
That'll hit.
and second shot is 25.
Those will hit.
Alright, so first one, 15 piercing,
Piercing.
and
Nice.
second one, 13 piercing.
13 piercing. Very nice.
And that is the end of my turn. I'm just gonna stay up here on the rock.
Alright.
No.
It is.
He's done.
Alright. Swage, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Is my Constitution +4? Is it wrong?
Yeah, you have a high con, so
Yeah,
+4 doesn't sound wrong.
15.
15? Okay. So you're going to take half, and that's going to be 5 points of damage from acid, stomach acid.
Half of 5 or half? 5 is half of
5 is half.
Okay.
Alright, and then it's going to attack at you, Kaz. Let's see. Does an 18 hit your armor class?
It does.
Okay, so both these attacks are going to hit. First one is going to be the tongue hitting you, and then the next one is going to be the bite. It's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I need you to make a strength check.
Check or save?
Or save, sorry.
Nat 20.
Alright, so then you're good. You're not restrained. And then the bite.
That's good, because if you got to swallow it, it's going to be a pain.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be 30 points of piercing damage for the bite, which half is going to be 15.
Oof, that still hurts. Still hurts.
Challenge rating on this thing, you guys should have no problems.
I took 39 damage.
My turn.
It is, yeah, your turn.
I'm gonna try to pull Swage out again.
Okay.
Do I need to make another perception check or just
Yeah.
a strength?
Yeah.
You got jostled around.
Stop moving.
He's going a little further back now, because acid, man.
17.
17. Yeah, you're able to find. You did this time, instead of grabbing his hand, you have a piece of his armor.
Fuck.
Can I give you my...
He's already rolling with advantage.
Oh,
I got 14.
Nope. Unfortunately, you're not able to pull him out.
Sorry, Swage.
I keep getting these little glimmers of hope.
And is blowing the whistle, is that a bonus action or an action?
I think that was an action.
Wasn't it? The card didn't say for it. It just says
Right. Wasn't
once
it an
per
action
day.
blow?
But I think we were
I don't
doing it
remember.
as an action. But
Yeah,
I don't think it
I'm
says.
It's probably an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't say on the card, but I think so.
Well, I use my action to try to get you out. So I'll go ahead and attack it with my extra attack. 18.
18. That actually does hit it.
That's a little better. So 15 damage.
He's gonna take a pop shot. And he does not hit.
You guys just doing his best.
Alright. Back at the top of the round, Holly.
It's just an act.
So, I'm going to go ahead and use my action to go ahead and enlarge myself. think it's an action to do that. I don't even know.
Are you overcharging it, or are you just?
Just the one enlarge is all I need. Just enough to get my advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Because I have a -1.
He's like, please don't eat me.
You're very bite-sized.
Fun size Holly.
And then
He's like a Happy Meal.
I guess
nugget.
while I am adjusting to that size, I'm going to use my insightful fighting. I need it to make a deception check on me against my insight.
You rolled a natural 18.
I got a 19. I don't know what his charisma is.
-3. So.
Okay, so now I don't need anything else to have a sneak attack on it.
Okay. I mean,
And-
well, you had people in front of him, so.
In case he gets swallowed.
Then he's still within.
He's
not
really
unconscious.
He's restrained. I don't know how
Yeah,
that would be
still-
threatening. But even then, for a minute, I have that going for me. And that is going to end my turn.
Okay.
I can't do anything else yet.
Swage.
So when does he take the damage on his turn?
Yeah,
Like in subsequent?
yeah, it'd be when he started his turn. He would have taken damage.
Okay, so we haven't gone through that cycle yet, right?
No, because he
took it on my
his
turn.
turn that last time. So this time he'll take it on his turn.
Yeah, when his turn
Yeah,
starts.
just like
starts,
Swage
okay.
doesn't take damage from the acid until with the heat or until the frog's turn.
I'm probably gonna take a potion because I have 4 hit points right now.
All right. You are blinded, so go ahead and make me a perception check to find your mouth. I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
He's kidding.
Yeah.
It would have been 21.
I would hope you could find your own damn mouth, but
Yeah.
You really want to open your mouth?
I would have rolled a 1. I would have been like, ooh.
Dumped it on the frog.
You just swallowed acid.
The frog is like, I feel better.
Kaz is like, who's healing this thing?
And did we say potions are bonus actions or actions?
Potions are bonus actions.
So I'll take one of them. That's pretty good. So I regain 9 hit points.
Okay.
My ride's here, so if we
Oh,
want to
okay.
wait until like next Friday to finish up, or if you guys want to finish it now, whatever you guys want to do.
Tell him to wait.
I mean, honestly, one more round and this thing's gone.
And then I'm gonna inflict wounds as my action from inside.
It might end right now.
I'll go real slow.
It's a melee spell attack against it.
So you do roll with disadvantage because you are.
Okay, I'll
Close
use that to roll at the straight roll.
Okay.
That's fair.
Ooh, natural 19 plus like 8, so 27.
Yep. That hits.
3d10.
That's gonna hurt.
Damn. That's a nasty one
I
too. I
didn't
think
know
we
I
used that one
Gonna
before.
tear this thing apart from the inside.
Swage is pissed. Swallow me.
It's a
That
really
way.
interesting way to do that.
Yeah, 9
worked.
plus 8, 17 plus 5, 22 points of necrotic damage.
Managed to get a dice to land on a dice.
I got too much dice going on in here.
You said 22.
Yeah.
Tell me how you kill it.
Yay!
A necrotic hole just opens
Yeah.
its stomach.
You're coming out of the rhino.
Just
All
pulling
I
on my
imagine is
face.
this thing kind of just like croaks dead, right? And then plops down, and then you just see Swage kind of just like
It's like in
crawl out.
So there's still like a vortex of these little clockwork red dragons just like fluttering around me, and I have like a potion in my mouth, and just hand out, just like necrotic damage is just like arcing out of my hand, and yeah, it's a whole scene.
that nobody can see.
it's like
Oh, it explodes
in,
all around me.
the second Guardians of the Galaxy when
With all
Drax
these
is
little
like
clockwork swages
when Drax is like, if its skin is too hard on the outside,
Yeah. He's like, I
and
missed
then,
you.
Drax
and then they
inside.
kill it, and he thinks he's like the one that like.
Yeah.
I'm actually imagining Ender's Game. It just starts like sending them into a tiny
Yeah.
little funnel needle, just straight out, and then all of a sudden it just bursts out.
That was honestly probably one of the cooler like ways that we killed something before. That's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
cool.
scary being inside of that
Alright,
thing.
well, I appreciate you guys coming out, as always. What do you guys like, dislike, or think that can be changed? We'll go with Kaz, because you're getting ready to leave.